Well, you got to admit, the cut wire doesn't look good for you.
As I said, this is a preposterous allegation.
ايش قد يسجلون حوارات، لان لو دايس على الواير قد ما دايس على المقراضة كانت تغير الحوار.
An unusual
حلوة حبيت
painting
شغلات.
turns up at your exhibition and gets stolen. Doesn't look good, does it?
And your point is?
The cops are going to ask some awkward questions. But you give me the code to the CCTV room, and I'll do my best to point them elsewhere.
I cannot let you into that room, Mr. Stobart. Besides, Henri found La Malédiction, not me. I had nothing to do with it.
This is an inside job for sure, Mr. Lane. The police are going to be very interested in your recent movements.
I've been out of town for several days, and last night I retired early.
Just saying.
You're not going to scare me into giving you that door code, you know.
I was onto something here, and I knew it. Lane was sweating. It wasn't pretty. How about it, Mr. Lane? Ready to give me the door code yet?
Certainly not. Give me a
طيب
second
يا عاد.
and I should.
Guilty by way of nail clippers.
I've been away from Paris for several days and only got back this morning. How could I have cut that wire?
شنو عادت كلها.
I hate to say this, Mr. Lane, but you're going to be the #1 suspect for this murder.
So you keep saying, Mr. Stobart.
Guilty by way of nail clippers.
Sheer fantasy. What possible motivation could I have to sabotage the alarm?
لازم اعرف شو اختار.
Mr. Lane, this robbery is not going to reflect well on you.
As I said, I shall take my chances. You're not getting that door code.
So you'd been out of town and hit the sack early last night?
That's right. I've not been near the gallery for days. Ugh, keep that noxious potion away from me.
ما بقى عنا غير نخابر. شوف نيكو وين راحت.
Nico wasn't answering her phone. No surprise.
شو هذا الاخ منو؟
Hello, Mr. Rickenbacker?
Stobart, what do you want?
Mr. Rickenbacker, there's been a problem.
Why does that surprise me? This better not involve the Blue Lizard.
does.
I'm afraid it does, sir. There's been a robbery.
Oh, terrific.
Only one painting was stolen, though.
Well, what are you wasting time talking to me for?
منو هذا؟
Find that painting, or find a way to avoid paying out. Two ways to keep your job, Stobart.
I see. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Anything else you gotta tell me?
The thief had a gun. He shot the gallery owner dead.
We insured him too?
No, sir.
اه
Well, that's one piece of good news. At least tell me you got some lead.
شركة تأمين.
I'm pretty sure the security was sabotaged. The alarm was disabled for that one painting.
So, it was an inside job. Who else is at the gallery?
There's a guy called Hector Lane.
Lane. Why does that name sound familiar?
He's an art critic. I think he's connected to the exhibition.
Now, could it be him?
ما أدري. لا ما أعتقد.
It couldn't possibly be Lane.
Squeeze him anyway, and bring me the pips.
If I was going to squeeze Lane, I needed longer arms than these.
Find out who the security system, and find that painting. And don't call back until you have.
اوكي اعصابك صدق خابرك. زين هسه انا راح اسيف، اخاف اشعباك بها عصي الشغله. راح اسيف اقطع المكان اللي اعصبيه. ليش ما اقدر اسوي اوفر رايت؟ راح احاول اسوي واحدة فوق اللخ. زين.
I decided to.
نرجع جثة يعني. شوف هاي النوت. مقراضة شو اسوي بيها؟
I didn't need to look at the note a second time. There was no way anyone would have survived that.
ويلي بقلبه.
I didn't want Henri's blood on my hands.
بالي بيها فتح هالشي. هاي اللعبات طبعا من الاشياء اللي بيها يعني تقول حلوة، بس هي مو دائما حلوة، انه لازم تدور هيك كل مكان عن يعني ادلة. زين.
A rare glimpse into the absinthe-addled mind of the artist. A snip at only 80 grand. The label said it was painted in 1932. The gallery wanted 80 grand for it. The door was... I still need...
ما ادري. المدينة برا غير حلوة، بس ترى كلش سريع تتحرك.
Paris
looked
looked
as
as beautiful as ever.
اذا اطلع بالي راح اعصى الى ان القى حل. الله.
The street was quiet and upmarket.
متحيل
The kind
الالوان.
of place for an opportunist thief. From out here, you couldn't see the stolen painting. This robbery was definitely planned. It was the door to the gallery. The room looked like some sort of office for the gallery. I could just see the glow of the CCTV monitor in the corner. It looked like the office for the gallery.
اقدر افوت منه؟ اكسرها افوت.
You gotta hand it to the French. They know how to take a leak in style.
عشان تواليت. شو مفتوح من جوا. زين. شنو هاي؟ achievements. نمشي في باريس.
I've always been a sucker for Parisian stained glass.
كل شي هنا من
The Sacré-Cœur Basilica, the highest point in Paris. Impressive. The menu offered black coffee and a short list of soft drinks.
شو من بين متوالي شي. ترى كمل قبل. لا هي. اوكي خلينا نسأل هذا البوي. من فضلك. شو فتله؟
The waiter wasn't exactly run off his feet. Excuse me.
Bonjour.
Monsieur. There's just been a robbery at the gallery. Oh, really?
زين يعرف ايش
You don't sound
انجليزي.
surprised.
All property is theft, monsieur. And all art is property. Therefore, all art is theft. Do you not agree?
Well, when you put it like that, it's hard not.
غريبة يعني يحكوا انجليزي. الفرنسيين معروفين يعاندون يعني كلش معتزين بلغتهم. وجارد يقول ها الغريب من البطل امريكي بفرنسا مع انه اللي سووا اللعبه بريطانيين. ما ادري ايش معلومه ظريفه.
Would you like a squirt of this?
ظل يسالهم كلهم.
Are you suggesting I smell, monsieur?
No, sorry. Do you recognize these?
We are nail clippers.
Did you see anybody run out of the gallery earlier?
There was a beautiful woman with a camera. She was chasing somebody.
Oh, that must have been Nico.
You know her? You surprise me.
Can you tell me anything about the man she was chasing?
I assume, monsieur, that like all of us, he is inherently unknowable.
No wonder this guy's cafe was empty.
انا كلها ايش يحكي هذا؟
The gallery owner, Henri, was shot dead trying to stop the robbery.
هو اللي راح تعليقات.
The moment we lose the illusion of being eternal.
Right.
ايش
Did you
تحكي؟
know him well?
Have we ever truly know another human being?
يبو
He spent little time at the cafe, unlike his friend, Monsieur Lane.
What do you know about Le Lizard Bleu?
Bourgeois, vacuous and overpriced. Just like its curator Lane. He's always in here, you know, talking art to his latest flusée.
What do you know about Hector Lane?
الموسيقى شلون تغير انه كل شيء.
He drinks here sometimes. He slid away last night without paying.
Last night? What sort of time?
After midnight for sure. If you see him, give him this bill and tell him to pay up next time.
The check was from last night. But Lane told me he was nowhere near the gallery.
صدق.
This could be the leverage I needed to get the office door code from Lane. Thank you for your consistent indifference, monsieur.
Perhaps next time you come, I will give you a coffee. Perhaps not.
Lane had run up quite a bill at the cafe.
والله خلينا نرجع. ما احب هالشغله من ادوس كليك يوقف ويروح على اتجاه جديد. المفروض يكمل الحركه يعني ما ادري هنا يكمل عادي يلوف. شويه مزعجه للعين. زين خلي والله شوف هذا ايش راح يقول عليه. ايش يسوي؟
Pardon me, father.
Yes, my son.
This is an unpaid bill from the cafe next door.
I can assure you it is not mine.
يعني مسوين محادثة بكل ايتم باللعبة. ترى خلق.
Take a look at this.
What of it?
It's your bill from the cafe next door.
So,
It's dated yesterday. Last night, in fact. 12:30 to be exact. You said you were out of town. You sure drank a lot of champagne last night without paying the bill. But you told me that you were away from Paris last night. I hate to say it, but that sounds like a lie to me. Tell you what, you give me the code of the door, and the police need never know. A motive and proof of involvement. Not looking good, Mr. Lane.
you are a blackmailer, Stobart.
طيب
My
الكود.
job.
طيب الكود. وفضها.
You have me. The number is 6397. But I admit to none of these spurious accusations.
I had the code. The police would be here any moment, so I had to work fast.
اوه جوي. بسرعة بسرعة
What's
جورج.
that number again? 64.
Everyone, hold it right there.
لك.
Damn it.
شلونه؟
I am Inspector Navet of the Paris Serious Crime Squad, and I hereby declare this crime scene open. I mean, closed. Now, nobody move, especially you on the floor. Mo, I want a total lockdown. Nobody in or
شو غير
out.
فطير.
Apart from me, of course.
I needed to get back into the gallery, but a familiar figure was guarding the door. It was Sergeant Mu. Our paths had crossed before.
هاش تكون شخصيات من لعبة قديمة، من أجزاء قديمة. أقول شايفه مو غريب، شو غربل. راح ألعب نيكو. بالجزء الثاني كانت نيكو بس، لو نيكو جورج. المهم همين يعني اللعب بنيكو. زين. خلينا نروح نحكي هذا يضحك. راحت. كافي.
Madame,
ما دست عليه.
Bonjour, monsieur.
دست عليه؟
whatever it is you want, we are closed.
Then why you standing here?
You would not understand, madame.
Try me.
Because I look at you and I know you are like all the others.
The others?
The pretty women who shop, who gossip, who have their spa days, their almond croissant,
That bad, huh?
and the men with their grooming products and their shiny shoes and their skinny suits who come to my cafe and ask me for lattes, macchiatos, frappes.
I see your point.
Is this what we fought on the barricades for, madame? Ripped up the paving slabs, bled on the streets.
Isn't it?
No, madame, it is not. We fought for ideas, for philosophy, for freedom, equality, fraternity.
Vive la révolution.
And do you know what drove us on as we fought? What fueled the streets of Paris in that glorious spring? What made our hearts soar?
Cheap wine and free sex?
No, madame, no! It was French Café Noir that inspired us. The simple demi-tasse, the black, sweet taste of freedom.
So that's why you closed?
Yes, madame. I serve only thinkers, philosophers.
هاش
Madame Chavez. And you,
خبال.
madame, with your polite top and your pointy ears, are none of those things.
This is a cafe.
Yes, to the right people.
On any other day, I would have given this guy a straight one to the chin. But there was a chance he could help me get into the gallery. As always, Paris looked beautiful. The menu offered black coffee and a small selection of other drinks. An intricate stained glass window, irresistible to any tourist.
هذا كاره الدنيا هذه.
The body was still in there. I had to get back inside. It was an office. The room was full of strange trinkets. The pissoir was decorative and unpleasant. Sergeant Mu was blocking the entrance to the gallery. Mu was the kind of cop that got places through obedience, not intelligence. Sergeant Mu, we meet again.
Ah, Madame Collard, an
Collard.
unexpected pleasure.
I was in the gallery at the time of the theft. Can I get back in?
I am sorry, but I am under strict orders from Inspector Navet. Nobody in,
شو يصير؟
nobody
وهي
out.
شاهدة. شاهدة على العصر.
I must correct you, madame. It is no longer just a theft. It is a murder.
Mon Dieu, that poor man. I witnessed the crime. I've got to get back in there.
I'm sure you can make an official statement in good time.
I saw the thief. I think I can help the investigation.
I am implacable, Madame Collard.
Who is Inspector Nave?
The most promising young investigator on the force. A genius. A man blessed with almost superhuman insight.
He sounds highly perspicacious.
Perspicacious شنو؟
It's not for us to talk about the inspector's sweaty proclivities. He is about to solve his third case in as many days.
So, what's he got that the other investigators don't have?
Blood spatter. He is the world expert. He reads the entrails of the crime scene like a book.
I really need to get into the gallery and speak to Inspector Nave.
خليني افوت.
He is not to be disturbed. He is applying his famous scientific methods. Any moment now, the case will be cracked. I certainly hope so. I am dog-tired and want to go home.
I chased after the shooter and got a photo of him.
Inspector Nave will be delighted.
You've got to let me into the gallery to show him.
Absolutely not.
شنو هذا؟ خرعنودي.
So, I cannot go in without Inspector Nave's permission.
قول له على الاقل بس قول له.
No.
And to get Inspector Nave's permission, I need to go in.
Exactement.
Have you ever heard of Kafka, Sergeant Moore?
Madame Collard, I do not see what soccer players have to do with this.
No, he's a... Never mind.
For football
This was
and
madness.
soccer.
Sergeant Moore wasn't going to let me in. Why are you so tired, Sergeant Moore?
I have been working for 3 days with no rest. Nave is a genius in his field, and he assumes that we all have his energy and vigor.
Oh, you poor man. If you'd like to go and get some sleep, I will schedule for you.
That's very
مطفل هو.
Ha! A cunning attempt to make me a deserter, madame. The gendarme
شو محاولة
never leaves
ماكرة.
his post.
Well, how about a hot drink?
Ah, that would do the trick for sure. Unfortunately, I mustn't drink on duty. My doctor specifically warned me against it after the last incident.
That incident you mentioned, what happened exactly?
I don't want to talk about it. All I can say is it was very unfortunate. I am on duty, and I need to focus.
جيب له قهوة.
Here's my press card. Do you have a statement for the paper?
Yes, madam. Stay away from the crime scene and let the police do their job. And always leave a light on when you go out at night.
Thanks a lot, Sergeant Moore. You've been so helpful.
شو نسوي هالساعات؟ طبعا بديت استعمل برنامج مال اوديو. ما قلت ما دام صار لي واهس بهاي الشغله مال لعب وارفع فيديوهات، يعني قلت ليش ما اهتم بجودة الشغل. انا يعني من نوع احب يعني من اسوي شيء اسويه على اكمل وجه او اقرب شيء لاكمل وجه.
Le métro. I
راح يصير
wasn't
شوية
going to leave
تعب.
without comparing notes with Georges.
انه لازم يعني ارتب الاوديو ولازم ارهم ويا الفيديو، بس اعتقد تسوى. انا هو راح ابدي اجرب واشوف الوضوح راح يبين الفرق، خصوصا هي بروكن سول مدري شو يعني اذا احد لاحظ انه بيها مثل الصدى مو واضحه كلش، كان الصوت ويا الحكي. بس هذا شنو لازم نحكي يا مرلوخ؟
Monsieur,
راح يقوم يتفلسف.
Life is fleeting, madame. The sands of time are running through your fingers.
well, that may be, but
We know not what we want, and yet we are responsible for what we are.
there's been a crime.
That is terrible, madame. But you know what they say.
No, but I think you're going to tell me.
زي شو ما
Life
جريمة
begins
قتل؟
on the
قالت له
other
جريمة ما
side
قالت له
of
جريمة
despair.
قتل.
C'est vrai, non?
Well, I guess so. He was pushing me to the point of despair.
صدق يكذب الواحد.
During the riots, we battled the forces of oppression.
Oh, really? That must have been terrifying.
It was. Except that they made me stay behind the barricades with the other baristas. We made coffee by the liter to fuel the resistance. I've never brewed so much coffee. Of course, our brave heroes
Hello,
spent half their
جماعتنا
time
نشرب
going for a
شاي.
pee. But with our coffee inside them, they fought the running dogs all night long.
None of this was helping me get past Sergeant Mou.
Au revoir.
وش هالصوت على غرفة طلع عبالك صدى.
It was the shortest.
خلينا نرجع على السارجنت. والله ما يعني خلي احكي ما عندي غير حل.
Salut.
Bonjour, madame.
شو فتحتك؟ والله كنا
I remembered something else about the crime.
Then you should tell Inspector Navet immediately.
So I can
يخلينا
go
نفوت؟
inside them?
No.
اصيح عليه من ورا الجامع شنو عازل الصوت؟
Do you
زي
want to see my
حرامي.
photo of the thief?
Ils ne passeront pas.
عندها صورة الحرامي يخليني افوت.
You know, if you are tired, surely your duties are suffering.
طبعا لازم تروح
ماذا؟
ترتاح. روح
I am
ارتاح.
a consummate professional. I would never shirk my responsibilities. I will stand here as if my life depended on it. Or my job.
That incident you
هذا؟
mentioned, what happened exactly?
I don't want to talk about it. All I can say is it was... I am on duty and I need to focus.
Moo wouldn't be interested in my press card. Sergeant Moo could do with one of those famous coffees. Thanks, Sergeant Moo.
اوكي مو يعني هسه شنو كل شيء ما قال لنا شيء جديد. اوكي كنا عارفين كل المعلومات. هو لا اروح اجيب قهوه من هذا. تعال لازم شلون يفوتني ما يقبل يريد بس فلاسفه وهذه سوالف. شو يسوي؟ ما يعطيني اختيارات الحكي اصلا.
The road to enlightenment is a long one, madame. Perhaps you will walk that road with me? Au revoir.
My press card. It opens some doors, but not as many as I'd have liked. My smartphone. Possibly the journalist's most important tool.
كنا بالنسبة لنا most important tool هالايام. دق عليه احكيها.
Hi, George. I'm outside the gallery.
Thank
God you're safe, Nico. I tried the phone, but I couldn't get an answer.
Inspector Moo is out here and he's not letting me in. I managed to grab a couple of photos, but the guy got away.
Poor Henri is dead.
I know. Why kill him?
I've been trying to find out. Turns out the alarm was tampered with. Looks to me like an inside job.
So, no ordinary robbery?
And no ordinary painting. The priest claims that La Maledicio is evil. I need to get into the office and see what the CCTV has to offer.
ادري جورج راسن قام يمشي على حكي. زين يعني اقدر اروح على جورج هسه اصير انا جورج. اوكي خلي خالد من هذا روني غني.
Ronnie, I'm at the exhibition over in Montmartre. You won't believe the scoop I've got.
يعني كنت مدير
That place
التحرير.
is a dump. What could possibly have happened to make it exciting?
A painting's been
Murder.
stolen and the gallery owner's been shot.
What? Okay, speak to anybody who saw what happened. Scope out the place. And call me as
ما
soon as you
صدق
get a
هذا
story.
خبر
If
سبق
you're quick,
صحيح.
we can make the evening edition. Bye, Nicole.
لحد اكو
This
جرايد.
could be the scoop
That's
I've
right,
been
man.
waiting years for.
فوق الموقع. ها صدق طيارة والله. إيه،
Here's my
بركي.
press card.
La liberté. Madame, you are not the person that I took you to be. You must accept my deepest, my most profound apologies.
Well, of course I accept. But why?
La Liberté, the great journal of freedom. At the height of the battle, as the tear gas blew and the blood flowed, it was La Liberté which carried the voice of our revolution to the world.
هناك
I
ثورة
know
قرن
now
20
that you
صارت
are
في
not the
فرنسا.
kind of woman who would ask me for almond croissant. You are a true daughter of France, and I am your humble servant.
أمبل.